welcome to another Squeaky Chimp tutorial, and today I'm going to show you how to make these absolutely gorgeous paper beads. Well, it's actually not the paper beads themselves, it's actually what we're going to do with the paper beads, which is a little bit different, because I'm going to show you how to make these beads. Now, I don't know if you can see them. Can you pick up all that gorgeous golds? These kind of, I don't know, they're kind of like Byzantine beads, aren't they? Just have a look at those, aren't they gorgeous? And then these are ones which I made earlier, and they're still a little bit wet, as you can see. But these ones are cut slightly differently. They are cut with a crinkle cut pair of scissors, but these are ones I've made earlier on, and I have glazed them. So they just need to go off and dry. So I shall pop those over here. But, so this isn't a bead making tutorial. This is me showing you how to make those. And believe it or not, these gorgeous beads start life as nothing other than these plain old white beads. And these beads have been made with just plain old printer, copy of paper, the kind of stuff you whack in your printer and you print letters on. So without further ado, let me show you how to make them. So I'm going to move these ones out the way for now, and you can see that I'm on a plastic bag. Now you just need to be on something that is waterproof. So it can be a tray, it could be a bag, a bit of cling film or saran wrap, or the lid of something, just something. You just kind of want to use something scrap. And what we're going to be using today are inks. We are using like cartridge inks. Now I picked these up from AliExpress for next to nothing. I think they were like £1 each. I've got, you can see that I've got, well, this is turquoise and this is actually purple, and you can see that they both have this gorgeous gold shimmer in them. So if I give them a shake, quick shake, 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 you can see that now the colour is more distributed in amongst the ink. And then I've also got, oh, sorry, try not to bash the camera. I've also got some pink ink cartridges, which is just plain old pink ink cartridges. Again, you can pick up ink for like next to nothing, and I've decanted some of it into one of these like little needle nose bottles, just so that I've got a bit more control over where it's going to go. So here we go, let's give it a whirl. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop my beads on here. Sure, I had 5 of them. Yeah, I did. And I've noticed that this one, the little bit sticking up. Now I've got 2 choices. I can either glue that back down again, or I can chop it off. And as I am desperately looking around looking for my scissors, not my scissors, my glue, I think my option is chop it off. That'll be fine. Okay, so here we go. So I've got my beads on here, and what you're going to do is you're just going to start off by adding some colour. So I've got my pink here, and as you can see, I'm just going to dot the colour on, just going to let it come out, and it will start to pool underneath. And that's what we want it to do, because we want to give the beads time to start to absorb some of these colours. Okay, and what I've done is I've popped some of the turquoise into one of these. Now these are those things that you use to draw ink up with. If you've ever had a fountain pen, you pop this end into the ink and you twist this up. So as you can see, as I'm twisting it, it's actually coming out. Got a hair as well. Bonus. So I'm just going to start and drop some of this. So if I was to come that way, you could suck the ink up, but I want to go this way, and I'm just going to start and pop some of this ink onto these beads. Again, you don't have to be too precise, like so. And then I'm going to have a go at, so I've got an ink pen here, and I had decanted, as you can see, some of that gold into here, and you can see that some of that gold glitter has sort of stayed in here. So I'm just going to pull this off, as you can see, so that I can squeeze some of this ink out, like so, like so. They're quite hard, these plastic things. Ugh. But then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a stick and I'm just going to start and move them around because I want them to pick up the ink that is on the plastic. You know, I don't want any of it to go to waste. Just want to roll it in some of this ink. Probably would have been easier if I'd have had a white background, but as you can see, you do kind of get a little bit messy. So I've got some, I know I've got some more in here. So I'm just going to squeeze up some of that. Start and put this on, squeeze it out. Now this pink is quite a nice one because it's not very bright. Well, it is bright, but it doesn't kind of overpower the other colours. So it's quite good for filling in the white gaps, because the purple and the turquoise will colour in over it, or sort of go over it. So just get some more of the pink. You can already see how these beads are starting to look fabulous. Okay, so let's get a little bit more purple on the go. So one thing to bear in mind is that your beads, once you have finished, will be wet. They are going to be wet. So you just need to treat them a little bit more carefully than you would do normal beads. I tend to just pop them on some cocktail sticks like these ones, just in order to let them have a good old dry, and also to help maintain their shape. So let's just have a little swishy around. Let's see if there's any bits we've missed. Yep, I can see I've missed some here. Wonder if I've got enough pink to colour that in. Just squeeze it out like so. And what you'll find is that sort of as you leave them, they do start to spread. The colour will start to spread out. So again, I might go a little bit more of the turquoise if I can get any more out of this, because this is fairly empty now. Oh, I banged the camera again, sorry folks. I'm not a professional YouTuber, I don't have all the mod cons. I'm just a crafter, showing you how I do things. Just giving it a go, just sharing some knowledge. So please forgive me. This is not my full-time job, just as well. Stick a bit on there, bit on there, bit on there, bit on there. And then I think if I give them a last little whizzy woo, they are done. And don't they look gorgeous? So I'm just going to pop some cocktail sticks in them, like so. And then I can pop them up to dry. And then I can glaze them, and then we will see at the end. But I think that these inks, you know, are just gorgeous. So, oh God, I'm really sorry. Done it again. Banged the camera. Got to stop danging this camera. There we go. So look, these are our beads. Don't they look gorgeous? And this effect you just wouldn't get if you'd done this to the paper beforehand and then rolled it. I think the whole effect would be kind of diluted. So you need to do this on top of the beads once you've made them. Try and get, my hands are a little bit shaky, try and get this to, yeah, focus on this. But look, I mean, it's just got this gorgeous gold sheen to it. And it's really hard to get glitter that is that fine. I just love it. I just think this is such an easy and fun technique to do. And so, you know, for me, paper beading is about thinking outside the box, thinking outside of what you might normally use, and finding different uses for it. So these inks, you know, came from AliExpress. They were, you know, like a couple of quid. And yeah, I am using them in fountain pens. You know, I've got my purple fountain pen, I've got a turquoise one, I've got a pink one. But, you know, I all of a sudden it just dawned on me, well, why don't I have a little go at putting it on the paper beads? Which I did. And this is what we've got. So I hope you like the tutorial. Do remember to subscribe to our channel, because I've got loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of bead tutorials coming up, loads of things to show you, including all sorts of different things. Give a little quick sneaky preview. Ooh, ooh, ooh. These, not gonna say anything more, just going to leave it there, just going to leave it sitting there. So if you subscribe to our channels, then you'll get instant notification as to what's coming up and what new tutorials are going to be. And we'd love to see you again. So thanks very much. Bye-bye.